Now let us see next bit, that is 6th bit. 23 by 2 cube into 5 square. See here children, our work became much easier now. Till now q is given where we have converted into prime factor, means we found its prime factorization. But here you see children, directly q is given its prime factors. So you just compare here, you can write here as clearly q is in the form of right 2 power n into 5 power m for some non-negative integers 3 and 2. So it is terminating decimal form. Now let us see next bit, that is 7th one. 129 by 2 power 2 means 2 square into 5 power 7 into 7 power 5. Clearly you just observe children, q is I mean the prime factorization of q is not in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m. But here you need to take care children, before concluding any statement, better sometimes checking is required. You see here it is 2 power m 2 power n into 5 power m. So the excess value is 7 power 5. Sometimes it may be cancelled with the numerator children. Okay, that is what you need to take care here. Here you just observe 7 power 5 means 7 into 7 into 7 into 7 into 7. Here no 7 will be cancelled with, no 7 can cancel 129. So in this case no cancellation is there, right? In some problems, for twisting us, for confusing us, or for testing us, so they will give extra one more number with which the numerator can be cancelled. So be aware of those kind of bits. In this bit direct children, it is q is not in the form of only 2 power n or 5 power m or combination 2 power n into 5 power m for some integers, non-negative integers n and m. So it is non-terminating repeating decimal form. Okay, let us see next bit, that is 8th bit. 9 by 15. So here we can write 15 as 3 into 5, right? Now here we have given 3 cases children. The prime factorization of q, it may be of the form 2 power n or 5 power m or both together 2 power n into 5 power m. So here clearly observe, this is not in 2 power n, so it is not in 2 power n, not in 5 power m, and not in the combination of 2 and 5. So here we can write this as non-terminating repeating decimal, right? But here you need to take here enough care children. Just observe, this is 3 1s are 3 3s are, right? So it is, this problem can become 3 by 5. Now you observe children, now you observe, it is 5 means it is 5 power 1, right? So the denominator means the prime factorization of q is of the form 5 power m or not, right? Out of these 3 cases, this case gets satisfied or not, right? So it is terminating decimal form. Now let us see next bit, that is 9th bit. 36 by 100. Here q is 100. So let us write the prime factorization of q with 2 50s are, again 2 25s are, now with 5 5s are, right? So here it can be written as 36 by 2 into 2 2 square into 5 into 5, 5 square, right? So it is of the form 2 power n into 5 power m, so it is terminating. And sometimes here you see children, even 2 square is 4, so you can cancel 4 with 36, so that becomes, actually this is, I am writing for your convenience children, it is 4 into 5 square, so here 4 1 jar, it is 4 9 jar, right? So it is 9 by 5 square, right? As you have discussed in 3 cases, if it is in the form of 2 power n, or in the form of 5 power m, or in the form of both 2 power n into 5 power m. So in this coincides the second case. So by that way also you can say it is terminating decimal form. And one more thing children, here the thing is that it is not compulsory, okay, to cancel. You may leave it, it is optional. But the thing is that wherever cancellation is there, if you make a habit of doing cancellation, that will be helpful for you for the case where it is non-terminating, right? Let us do next bit, that is 10th bit, okay. This is the last bit for this problem children. 77 by 210. Here q is 210, we can write the prime factorization of 210. But here you just observe children, both the numbers they get cancelled with 7. So let us do cancellation. It is 7 11s are, it is 7 3s are 21, 7 zeros are. So it has become 11 by 30. So now our work has become little bit easier. Okay, we can find the prime factors of 30 now. It is 2 into 15, right? Again 15 is 3 into 5. So here it is 11 by 2 into 3 into 5. Here q is not of the form. Here q is not of the form either 2 power n or 5 power m or 2 power n into 5 power m, because here 3 is extra, where it is means it cannot be cancelled, right? So it is not of the form of these. So it is non-terminating decimal form. Now let us see next question, that is question number 3. Write the following rationals. Say here rational number is given children in decimal form using theorem 1.2. Here I think this is a small printing mistake children, because it should not be theorem 1.2. Theorem 1.2 is fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So that is not matched with this concept. So I think so you just do little small change. It is, if it is theorem 1.3, that is related to this concept. So here we need to convert the given rational number into decimal form. So before converting, you just see children, take the q here, that is 25. Let us find the prime factorization of 25. 25 means 5 5s are 25, that's all. So 25 can be written as 5 square, right? So here 13 by, it is 5 square. As you know children, if x is equal to p by q, here let us take this as x is equal to p by q, be a rational number, and if the prime factorization of q is of the form, prime factorization of the q is of the form either 2 power n or 5 power m, or it is 2 power n into 5 power m, in that case this will be a terminating decimal expansion. Here you observe children, this is 5 square, right? Only thing is that whenever here individually 2 and 5 comes, in this our prime duty is to make a combination of 2 and 5, so that this can be solved very easily. Let us see here children, it is 5 square. For 5 square means 5 is there 2 times. You just imagine 5 and 2 both are friends. 5 cannot be staying alone. Immediately it will call 2. Okay, so that here 2 attend here. You just observe 5 is there 2 times. So it will call one more 2. So here 2 square. Whenever you divide with 2 square, immediately you should multiply with 2 square also, so that the given problem cannot be affected. So here let us rewrite this as 13 into 2 square is 4 by it is 5 square into 2 square. I am writing as 5 into 2 whole square, right? 5 into 2 whole square. 5 into 2 is 10. So it is 10 square. So it is 4 into 13 is 52 upon 10 square is 100. So it can be written as, see, when 2 zeros are there, children, after decimal 2 values can be fulfilled. Here this is 52 is there, here 2 comes, here 5 comes, here 0. So it is 0.52. It is the decimal form of the given rational number. Now let us do next bit, that is second bit, 15 by 16. So first, before going forward, we need to check any cancellation is there or not. Here clearly there is no cancellation. So here we take 16, write the prime factorization, 2, 8 jar, 2, 4 jar, 2, 2 jar. So 16 can be written as 2 power 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we write 15 by 2 power 4. As I told you, 2 has a friend 5. How many 5s are required? Here how many 2s are there? Those many 5s are required. How many 2s are there? 4 are there. So immediately here multiply and divide with 5 power 4. It is also 5 power 4. So here 15 into 5 power 4. That is, for our calculation we are doing 5 square into 5 square, children. 5 square is 25. One more 5 square is 25 by it is 2 5s are 10, 10 power 4. If you multiply, you will get here 9375 by 10 power 4, means 1 after 4 zeros. So here after decimal, since 4 zeros are there, 4 numbers should come, 4 places to be fulfilled. Here 4 numbers are there exactly. So those 4 places can be filled with these. So it is 0.9375. Let us see next bit, that is third bit, 23 by 2 cube into 5 square. Here you see, is there any cancellation? No cancellation. So here let us start the problem. 23 by 2 cube into 5 square. 2 cube means there are 3 2's are there. 5 square means there are 2 5s are there. That means here one more 5 is required, right, to make it balance. One more 5 is required. Then what happens? 2 cube is there, 5 square into 5 also go 5 cube. So the 2 cube, 5 cube both here will be there. So here let us multiply these two numerators. 23 into 5 is 115 by, see here, 2 cube into 5 cube, right? I am writing 2 5s are 10, so it is 10 cube. 10 cube is nothing but 1000. So 115 by 1000. See here, children, how many zeros are there? 3 are there. So after decimal means after point, how many digits to be fulfilled? 3 digits. Exactly 3 numbers are there. So let us write 115 as it is here, 0.115. This is the decimal form of the given rational number. Now let us see next bit, that is fourth bit. 7218 divided by 3 square into 5 square. Before starting the problem, let us check any cancellation is there or what. See here, 7 plus 2 9, 1 plus 8 also 9, 9 plus 9 is 18. So clearly these two numbers cancel by 9. So let us do that division first, or cancellation we can call. 3 square nothing but 9, children. It is 5 square. So it is 9 1 jar. It is 9 8 jar 72. Next number is 1 smaller than 9. So we study here 0. Again 9 2s are 18. So it is 802 by 5 square. Now no cancellation. Now what you need to do? 5 is there 2 times. Immediately it will call 2 also to come 2 times. So multiply and divide with 2 square. then here what happens, 802 into 2 square is 4, by 5 2s are 10, so it is 10 square. So here let us do multiplication, it is 4 2s are 8032 upon 10 square is 100. See here, in 100 2 zeros are there, so after point 2 numbers should come, last 2 will come and will be adjusted there. So here 32 we can write here before the decimal. So this answer is 32.08. Now let us see next bit, that is fifth bit, 143 by 110. Before starting this problem, let us check if there any cancellation is there or not. See here, both the numbers they get cancelled with 11 children. See, we can write 11 into 13 by 11 into 10. So 11 get cancelled. Now the problem becomes easier. It is 13 by 10 can be written as 2 into 5. Right? So here 2 is there for one time, 5 is also there for one time. So we need not to multiply and divide with any number. So again, let us write this as it is. 2 5s are 10. So here 1 0 is there. So after point 1 number should come, that is 3. And here 1 comes before the decimal. So for this problem, 1.3 is the right answer. Now let us see next question, that is fourth one. The decimal form of some real numbers are given below. Here 3 bits are given children, each one is real number. In each case, decide whether the given number is rational or not. If it is rational and expressed in the form of p by q, what can you say about the prime factors of q? Let us answer these. See here children, for deciding whether they are rational or irrational, you need to learn a concept. Actually the concept is very lengthy concept children, to explain you in detail. So here I would like to try to give a brief idea about rational and irrational, okay, which will be exactly suitable for this problem. See, there are two kinds of decimal children, those are terminating and non-terminating. See, in an easy I will say children, you need to follow me clearly. Terminating means which has ending, means which is ended up. So here you see, compare all the three, it is 43.1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So here you see it ends, it is ended with 9, right? So it is terminating children. I am writing just T for terminating, right? Here you see 0 point second bit, 1 2 0 1 2 00 1 2 000, so on. These dots indicate children it has no ending, it is non-terminating, it is non-terminating. First one is terminating, second one is non-terminating. So next one you see third bit, 43.1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 bar. Bar means again the same part, means 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, again it gets repeating, means it has no ending children. No ending means this is also non-terminating, right? Non-terminating. And one more thing here, and another kind of decimal expansion is also there, that is repeating and non-repeating. Repeating, in some books there it will be given as recurring. Recurring means children reoccurring. Reoccurring means it is repeating. So recurring and repeating both are same only. Non-recurring means means it is not getting repeated. Here you just observe children, everybody follow it carefully. See here, if any decimal expansion here, if any decimal expansion that is terminating and recurring, here as I do not have more place children, just I am writing the starting letters, that's all. T for terminating and T for non-terminating, R for recurring, N R for non-recurring. See, it is terminating and recurring. Terminating and recurring means that is rational, okay, that is rational. Non-terminating recurring, that is also rational. Terminating but non-recurring, that is also rational. The final case children, this you remember, non-terminating, non-recurring, non-terminating, non-recurring, only this case is children irrational. Only this case is irrational. If a decimal expansion If it is non-terminating, non-recurring, in this case only it is irrational. Now let us here, already we have checked which are terminating, non-terminating. Now we will see which are recurring, which are non-recurring, right? Here you see it is 43.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No number gets repeated. So it is terminating and non-recurring. Terminating and non-recurring. Whereas here you see these dots so on indicates non-terminating, and here you observe it is 1, 2, 0. Again 1, 2, 0, side of the again one more 0 comes, means 1, 2, 0 exactly did not come there, right? Okay, 1, 2, 0, 0. Again 1, 2, 0, 0 it is there, but again one more 0 is there. Here you see children, here no number is getting repeated, means repeating in the sense it should give us a chance to put bar. For example, if I keep bar on 120, this number should be 0.120, 120, 120 like that, but that is not like that. Clear? If I keep the bar on 1200, the 1200 should be getting repeated. So here it is non-terminating because of these dots, and also non-recurring, means here particular digits are not repeating, children. You do understand this one clearly, right? And here last one you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bar, means again and again and again it goes on coming. So that is what repeating. Now you observe these cases with this table, children. See here first one, terminating non-recurring, terminating non-recurring, it is rational. So here I am writing, children, this is rational. I think so, whether you are able to see or not. So here I am writing, children, first bit answer I am writing here, children. First one is rational, right? And the second bit answer, it is NTNR, it is irrational. So second one is irrational. And third one is NTR. See here, NT and R. So this is rational. In the question, it is asked that decide whether the numbers are rational or not. So the second one, irrational, means it is not rational. We can say like that also, children. It is not rational. And one more thing here. If it is rational, see here, which are rationals here? First one is rational. Third one is rational. If they are rational and expressed in the form of P by Q. So here you see, children, we need not to express them in the form of P by Q. If they are rational, means if it is expressed in the form of P by Q, then what can you say about the prime factors of Q? As we have discussed already, the prime factors of Q are in the form of, here I am writing, children, prime factors of the Q in the form of either 2 power n or 5 power m or combination of both 2 power n into 5 power m. That's all, children.